Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about an Amazon Prime original. It's called Paper Girls. I'm all about giving new things a chance on this channel. It's not all about the most popular things, but this is a sci-fi story, so I was quite interested to take a look at it, and I will be discussing episodes 1 and 2 in this review. So, we got these girls in 1988 in Cleveland, in some small town, trying to, in Ohio, should I say. Because they're not in the city Cleveland, they in Ohio. So in a small town, I forget the name of it. It's gonna take me a while to get these girls' names right. I'm just saying, if I remember any of their names. But we got ourselves an Asian girl, a black girl, and two white girls. One that's supposed to be rich, she's Jewish, and the other one is kind of poor. And they decide they got paper routes, and this the Asian girl's first day. I think her name is Erin. It's her first day on the paper route, 1988. So we went back. We got some hairstyles, some clothes, some cars going on, And it's the night after Halloween. So it's Halloween that happened. It's the early morning hours. We got, badass kids throwing eggs at the paper truck and all kind of stuff, typical kid stuff, I would suppose. But I'm like, why are you wasting eggs throwing at the paper truck? That's just dumb. And why y'all even still up this time of night to harass people? Because these boys is up harassing even them, these paper girls, as they trying to go on their route. One of the girls that ran into a racist on her route, he talking about she's stealing from him. The Asian girl, Erin. We got, let me see if I get their names. Erin, KJ, I can't remember the rest of the girls' names. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get those in the next episode, episode 3. I'll get to that. But first 2 episodes start off with them doing a paper route, meeting each other, protecting each other, and one of the girls had a walkie-talkie. So they split up into 2 groups to try to get their paper route done and, look out for each other. So one of the girls get attacked again, get a walkie-talkie stolen. So then they go inside, they're gonna chase the boys down and mess with them. They done already shot firecrackers at the boys one time already. So they ain't learned their lesson. Okay, we really gonna jack them up this time. So they done followed them into what they thought they was following them into a house that was being built. So it had the plastic up and all that kind of stuff. So they then snuck in there. And then it was not the boys. It was these 2 strange dudes with markings on their face trying to do something. And then the sky was turning all different colors and purple looking. And so they got scared and they ran to the poor girl's house. So they chilling in her house trying to figure out what's going on. Purple sky outside. They don't know what's happening. So then they see lights flashing outside the windows. So the girl whose house it is, she go and get her father's gun, who worked at this car factory, accidentally shoots the Asian girl in the stomach. So now they then took a car trying to get her to a hospital, and instead they get took by these other 2 people, put them in some kind of pod thing. You could tell the technology was weird. So then they then somehow broke out of that, got the girl out. Now these little bug things that glow then healed her wound. So she not shot no more. So that was good. I'm like, okay, she's not gonna die. But now she healed. So that was creepy. Then the dudes is like, come on, we gotta try to get back in the thing and stay safe. And they like, hell nah, we ain't going back in there. Are you crazy? So they run off. They was close enough to the Asian girl Erin's house. So they go to her house. They go in. Meanwhile, let me go back. At the beginning of the episode, it starts with the grown Asian woman seeing purple lights outside the house and getting afraid and trying to figure out what was going on. Then we switch to the girls in 1988. So this is her house. This is Erin's house in the future, 2019. 2019, Erin's house. Her mother is gone, passed away. They freaking out. They can't believe what has happened. So they done time traveled 30 years into the future. So they're like, what is we gonna do? How's we gonna figure this out? Everything they try to figure out what to do. So one of the rebel dudes that was trying to help them to begin with the markers on his face, both of them ended up getting dead by these people in white. They got on white. I don't know what they about, what they doing, what they looking for, that's part of the mystery. I can't wait to figure that out either. But he gave her this piece of technology, one of the girls, to hold on to, and told them to go to the underground or something like that. So the people in white is looking for anybody that's involved in this underground. So they asked, grown Aaron, if she could help them figure out how to get this thing fixed. And that's how the first episode ends. So then the second episode, we got her trying to deal with these girls and understand what they all about. The girls is arguing with themselves, trying to be friends, but not so much. Young Aaron can't deal with the fact that her life didn't turn out like she thought it was and what she wanted. So she pissed at her grown self. So she didn't convince all the other girls to leave after they done went to this phone shop, computer repair place to try to get this thing fixed. And that didn't work out so hot. So she done put them on the internet. The one girl then found her grown self, and she runs some kind of institute. So she like, we could take it there and figure out maybe she could help us get back to our time so we can get home. So that's what they gonna try to do. They trying to figure out a way to get to this institute that's in Cleveland. That's why I say they're not in Cleveland. They in Ohio, but they some miles away from Cleveland. But because they don't have a car or money, they can't. They gotta walk, and they don't know if they're gonna be able to really do that. Meanwhile, the girl that was poor, she done ran away. She done like, I don't want to be with y'all, no way. I don't want to be friends with y'all. She looked up on the internet, found out that her brother had become a doctor. So she done went to this hospital to find her brother, who is in total disbelief that this is his sister because his sister died of some kind of disease. I forget what it was when she was 16. So I'm like, oh wow. So he like in total disbelief. So he done did a DNA test on the cup she was drinking out of and figured out that it really is his sister. They are related. So he done had to have, records scrapped and everything because he done called DCFS on the little girl and everything, talking about she crazy. So now she's with her brother. Meanwhile, the other girls is now back with grown Aaron because she didn't track them down because she was touching and playing with the little device because they had forgot it when they saw themselves running out and leaving. And so the grown Aaron still had it. So she done cleaned it up a little bit, trying to mess with it. It done scanned her face and activated an armed some device. Don't know what's been armed, but what's been armed? And now she got this HUD that keep popping up in her face that she can't get rid of, seeing all this different stuff and numbers counting down and carrying on. Stuff she don't understand. She found the girls walking down the street, so they didn't get back with her, but they had just missed the other girl leaving with her brother. So, mind you, the second episode started with this lady in the woods tracking down the white people in white, and another dude in a house talking to her on a walkie-talkie, telling her, saying, just be careful, watch out, okay, forget it, this ain't the time. He got a whole log, a book with like where they supposed to be doing something. He talking about his 2019, he was born in 1970, whatever it was. He done made a whole tape just in case his memory gets erased or whatever. The girl, he ended up losing contact with her. He go to her house, find her. She apparently had made one too, just in case her brain got erased, which it did, because she didn't recognize him. He tried to get her to listen to it, but she didn't want to hear nothing about it. So he distraught about that. Then he get a signal on some page saying that the device been armed. I guess what grown Aaron had did when she armed whatever it was. So now he tracking her, trying to figure out what's going on with that. So that's what episode 2 ended with grown Aaron getting the girls back and them trying to figure out what they was going to do about this device that's now been activated and if they still going to go to Cleveland or not. And the other dude tracking them down because he want to know what's going on with this device and who activated it. So far, so good. It's pretty interesting. I like the time travel element. The special effects so far look pretty decent. The purple sky and the weird little mini tornadoes that was coming down. It was kind of weird. I want to know why they ended up time traveling in the first place. Why them? What they're going to do to get back. What is this device? Who are these people in white? What is the underground? So many questions. And that's the start of a good mystery. So they got my attention with this show. Amazon Prime, this is the third sci-fi show that y'all have made. It's looking pretty good. I did the first 2. They were good. Outer Range. And I forget what the other one was now. Night Sky. Yeah, 2 good shows. So I'm finna try to give Paper Girls a chance. Those was episodes 1 and 2. And I can't wait to see what these girls gonna do. They so surprised and shocked by all the technology and everything else that happened in the last 30 years. Oh yeah, found out that, oh well, besides that, she done died, the one girl, and now here she is, so that's why the brother didn't believe her. I can't wait to figure out, okay, the one girl, the black girl, she the one that started the institute. What's going on with her? Is she gonna believe herself when she see herself? And what about the other girl, the Jewish girl? You know, what's going on with her? Does she have a grown self? Is she alive? I need to know. You know, it's already been established that, at the end of the second episode, the head person in white, I guess the prioress or whatever they call themselves, I don't know, she done tracked down where the Jewish girl live at, because she killed one of the people in white with her hockey stick, and they had her initials on it, which is why I'm mad I can't remember. KJ, that's her name. KJ, hello. So she didn't track down who this was, and so she didn't went to their house. She didn't did something to that girl's parents. I don't believe they're alive anymore. I'ma just say that. And so now she trying to find out where these people at and are they part of this underground and everything else. Because she was very distraught that one of her people got killed, even though they was going around shooting the people in the underground and killing them. So I don't understand. I need to know. So that was episodes 1 and 2 of Paper Girls, everybody. And I will see you for another episode in a few. You all have a great day.